Oh, goodness. I wish I had spent my time a little wiser. That's what I wish. I wish Gal Gadot was friends with my wife and I. Wish we knew her. I wish. Oh, you know what? Let's just get into it on Film Fan right now. Wonder Woman 1984. Or is it Wonder Woman 84? Whatever. Wonder Woman, Film Fan, next. Hey, welcome to Film Fan, my channel where I discuss all things film related, my passion for film and such things. If that is also your passion, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done that already, and the little notification bell so you know when I put up new content. I had to do this. I just finished watching Wonder Woman 84. Is it Wonder Woman 1984 or Wonder Woman 84? Wonder Woman 84. You know what I'm talking about. HBO Max. I watched it on HBO Max. Now, you guys, if you've paid attention to my channel, you know I did a video on streaming. I'll put the link to that video up there and my thoughts on streaming versus going to the movie theater. And I might have even mentioned in one of my videos that I wanted to see Wonder Woman 84 on big screen. Thank God I did not make that mistake. Now, with it streaming on HBO Max and being available on HBO Max, when that announcement first came out from Warner Brothers, I wasn't sure if I even had HBO Max. I know I have a bunch of HBO packages with my cable subscription, but didn't know that I didn't know how the HBO Max thing worked. So I went through the trouble of figuring out that, well, first of all, on you can basically use it through an app. So if you already have an HBO subscription with your cable provider or through Amazon in some way, you're able to use the HBO Go, which used to be HBO Go, it's now HBO Max app, and you can watch it. Basically, it's part of your subscription. So my LG television, which has apps to it, doesn't have the HBO Go app. You can't put it on an LG television, I think because Samsung have exclusive rights with Warner Brothers, but that's another whole conversation. So I figured out that through the Xbox One X, I can use the app there and I can stream HBO. I can just sign into the HBO Max app and watch Wonder Woman. So I'm telling you all this because I went through the trouble while I had a little time kind of on slow motion mode today after Christmas. I decided to watch Wonder Woman 84. And I wish I hadn't. Now, here's the thing about my channel. Since I started the channel, I never did a rating system. I wasn't watching, because remember, I started this channel in the midst of a pandemic. I started at the end of August, and I was releasing content. I have been consistently releasing content based on films that I'm recommending you see, probably stuff that you may not have seen, and stuff that's already out. It's years old, 10 years old, 20 years old. It's one of my things I say at the end of all my videos, that if you haven't seen a video that's 10 years old or 20 years old, it's brand new to you. So I've consistently kept up with that sort of premise on the channel. I haven't, other than a few TV shows that I started watching, like Fargo and Mandalorian, and talking about a couple of trailers that are coming up, I haven't really done reviews on new contents out, new movies that have come out somehow. I watched it and then gave you my feedback on it. This is kind of the first one. This is also kind of the first one where it's me telling you, don't bother. Do not bother. If you, first of all, no reason to go to the movie theater whatsoever during the pandemic, unless you're like me and you're a nut, you're a crazy fanatic, and you got to be in the theater. There are social distancing protocols and the whole COVID protocols where, there's less people in the theater and you have to wear a mask unless you're eating whatever you're eating. And I went to the theater to see Tenet twice. I went to the movie theater. All right. So I'm not saying don't ever go to the theater if you must go to the theater. What I'm telling you is don't bother going to the movie theater to see this movie. And if you're someone who's like me in the beginning, like I was talking about at the beginning of this video, if you're somebody who is not sure if you have HBO Max or how do you get HBO Max, or you're going to have to pay for HBO Max if you don't already have some sort of subscription service that's providing it, and you got to download it or you got to pay for it, do not bother. Wait for it to stream for free. Even if it's 5 years from now, you won't be missing anything. So I'll get right into it. Gal Gadot, who I freaking love, and I can watch her. Let me say this. If this movie had been 2 hours of her walking around the streets in a circle in multiple outfits that they provide in the movie, like the Wonder Woman outfit and then the gold outfit, I don't know what that's called. Someone let me know if there's a special name for that gold outfit, Falcon looking outfit that she had. if there was 2 hours of her walking around different outfits and punching shit or flying through the air, I would have enjoyed those 2 hours much more than the 2 hours of what I just witnessed. Kristen Wiig is totally miscast in this. I can't help but think of her in Bridesmaids, and she's hysterical and she's funny. And like, I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to take the person who you typically look at as comedic and put them in a different role. Didn't work here. And I know that her character was set up that way. Barbara was set up, to be this kind of like, this misfit and this kind of like nerdy, kind of unwanted, non-social kind of person. So that was supposed to work for Kristen Wiig. Didn't work. It was god awful. Chris Pine is back in this, and somehow Diana. Let's get into the premise. There's a rock or some stone or something that was found, and if you make a wish, and you get stuff. That's the way it works. And Diana made a wish for her ex-man to be back, Chris Pine. So he returns, but in someone else's body. And Kristen Wiig wishes to be like Diana, to be like Gal Gadot, and be powerful and strong and sexy and fine. Never going to happen. But everyone gets their wish. And then this guy, Pedro Pascal, who we all love as Mandalorian, and he's much better off staying in that role than he was in this, because this was like a god-awful B movie. And I've seen him in B movies. I've seen him in my kids just the other day watching a movie, some movie called Heroes or something. It's like a kids movie, like a really cheesy cornball kids movie. And he was in it. Wasn't really far from what this was. This was a terrible B movie at best. At best, this was a B movie. The special effects, the CGI, the filming of the whole thing, the cinematography, the editing was all horrible. Hans Zimmer is my man. The only thing, I almost feel bad for him. I wish Hans Zimmer didn't associate with this. Although the Wonder Woman theme, I will say that whole whatever, that whole her whole theme, I like her theme. Okay, music-wise, so I'm trying to find nice things to say, but this was just a god-awful mess. The story is terrible. This guy gets, he wishes that he is the stone. So essentially, anyone wishing what they're wishing, he can make their wishes come true. And then all these wishes benefit him. And it just culminates into this whole climactic thing where the whole world is making wishes and people are wishing things and it's all coming through and it's all going through him because he's touching the world through satellite technology. And it's just this, I need a drink. Terrible, terrible, terrible climax. Terrible ending, and then he's reunited with his son, and it's just supposed to be this touching, beautiful ending, and it ends on a Christmas note. So now maybe this is officially a Christmas movie because it ended on it. I have no idea. All I know is it was absolutely terrible from beginning to end. There are very few movies that I will, if the first 20 minutes to that half an hour mark, usually where something happened. That's usually the moment where there's a change and something happens. If we all know Screenwriting 101, we know within a 20-minute to 30-minute mark, that's where something dramatic happens and takes our main protagonist and propels him into a new direction. If the first half an hour is miserable and shitty, I will stick with it. I won't abandon it. I will stick with it just to see. Maybe it's slow, whatever. I stuck with this, and quite frankly, I just wanted to turn it off. Almost every 5 minutes, I wanted to turn it off. I was like, just let it go. There's nothing here. So I did this quick episode of Film Fan to save you. This is my first really harsh negative review. I love Gal. Like I said, in the beginning of this, I wish she was friends with my wife and I. That's all I can say about that. My wife wishes she was friends with us too. So just to clear the air on that, it's not just me making this wish. Okay. But yeah, it's just, let me see. Do I even need notes for this one? No drama, no script, ridiculous premise. Pedro Pascal was like a B-movie villain. It was ridiculous. These are my notes. This is how I'm writing them. I'm freestyling most of it, but just, Kristen Wiig, totally miscast, but it really wouldn't have made a difference. What else? Oh, on a positive note, the opening of it with young Diana and the whole Wonder World thing and Robin Wright is there. I love Robin Wright too. That's another one I could watch. That was cool. I like seeing young Diana and that whole like Ninja Warrior thing that they were all doing and running around. I thought that was a good setup. I actually enjoyed that part. What else? Anything else? Nope, nothing else. I've got nothing else. If you haven't seen this movie, don't bother. If you have to go to the trouble to see it, don't bother. If you get a chance to see it and it's totally free and whatever, you don't have to make any effort and it's a lazy Tuesday night or a lazy Sunday, you ain't got shit to do, and it's on one day in the future and you decide to go ahead and watch it just to see what people are talking about, go ahead and watch it. Even then, it'll be a total waste of time. All right. Anyway, if you saw the movie and you watched it and let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know you think I'm totally just whatever. I'm off my rocker on this one, or you think it's Oscar worthy, or you agree with me and you think it was total shit. Either way, do me a favor. Like this video if you liked what I'm talking about. If you didn't like it, then don't like my video. All right. But I appreciate if you hit the like, the thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done that already, and I will see you on the next Film Fan. Oh, and Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. It was yesterday, and if I don't see you, whatever, if I don't do a video between now and New Year's, Happy New Year. I hope we bring in 2021 the right way. I wish you all the best. Much love to everyone. I hope the world just becomes this one great place, like at the end of Wonder Woman 84. It's all magical. It's fantastic. Cheers. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I'll see you on the next Film Fan.